Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. Now, if you're a woman that's heard about fasting and you're like, I don't know how to fast, I don't know where to start to fast, how long should I fast? This video is specifically for you. Hey, you guys, it is Coach Tay, your friendly metabolic fat loss coach. In this video, you're going to understand the importance of fasting. You're going to learn what actually matters as it relates to fasting. And more importantly, you're going to learn how to fast with your cycle and not against your cycle. And also, for my women that are postmenopausal, I did not forget about you. This video is especially for you because I'm going to break down how you should be fasting if you are postmenopausal. I'm so excited to get into this one. You guys know what time it is. Let's get into it. First things first, let's talk about what matters, fasting edition. So I don't know if you have come across any studies that say fasting is not good for women's health for some reason, but a big misunderstanding with this is that a lot of people think fasting means calorie restriction, better known as starving, okay? Fasting is not starving. Still 100% advise that you are getting the nutrients that you need from meals that are gonna work with your hormones and not against your hormones. And if you want a free guide on all of the foods that are best for your hormones in different parts of your cycle, I have that down below. If you're like, Coach Tay, I need the meals, I need the actual meals, not just the food. I have the meals for you also in the description below, or you can click right here, and they're only $5 this week. So I would suggest you go ahead and grab those this week while they're 50% off. So as I was saying, you need to make sure that you're getting actual food in your eating window. Fasting is just giving you more time to metabolize the food that you're eating. You can even still eat processed food and see a significant increase in your metabolism by just condensing your eating window and fasting for longer periods of time. Don't you go around saying Coach T told you to starve, because I did not tell you to starve. I did not tell you to restrict your calories. I just highly suggest that you close that eating window as best as possible so that you can give your body a break, because your body been asking for a break for a while now. But I'm not judging. Let's get into what else matters. Minerals matter, okay? There are some people that believe minerals matter honestly more than vitamins, like my girl Dr. Mindy, love her. Minerals matter a lot more than you think. And you're probably thinking like, Coach Tagan, I don't know what a mineral is. Are you talking about rocks? Are we talking about sediment? I always have y'all. I got y'all, okay? Minerals are gonna be like your electrolytes, your sodium, your potassium, and magnesium. And I already know what's coming next. Coach T, if you don't tell me exactly what to get right now, I'm clicking off. Okay, I want you guys to get Element, okay? Element. It's really a cool name. I have it in my Amazon storefront. It is insulin sensitive friendly. You can reach your fat loss goals and increase your metabolism while also reaching your health goals, like decreasing those A1C levels. Let's get into what else matters, especially for women when it comes to fasting. Amino acids matter, you guys. Now, amino acids are the building blocks to protein. Like I said, if you want over 45 recipes of high protein, high fiber, high fat meals, I have those down below, or you can click the link right here. But also, let's say you want to get your amino acids in, which is the building blocks to protein. It's not necessarily the same thing as protein, but it's the thing that builds protein. Say you still want to get that in, but you want to fast while you're doing it. You don't want to eat a lot of food. You also can try this supplement that I highly suggest called Perfect Aminos, and it has the full scope of aminos that you need to build your muscle while also being able to keep you in a fasted state. It doesn't break your fast. So I have that down in my Amazon storefront as well. I'm not leaving y'all hanging, not one bit. I'm giving you everything you need and more. I got y'all. Let's go ahead and get to the next thing that matters. If you're gonna make sure you got your amino acids, you're gonna make sure you got your protein, it should be obvious what the next thing is, which is making sure that you have muscle. Muscle matters, especially when it comes to fasting. Your fasting is going to work a lot better and a lot more efficiently if you have a lot of muscle mass. Say that you just started fasting, but you don't have a lot of muscle mass. You may find that you don't lose as much fat as other people that are fasting. I found that my fat dropped like crazy once I started with the muscle that I have now versus when I used to fast when I was a lot bigger right after my pregnancy. So getting muscle is so good for a lot of different reasons, for metabolism and health and longevity and youth, but also it makes your fasting even more optimal, meaning you get to burn more fat. And I know that's what y'all came here for, so I want to give you what you came here for. One of the best ways to prioritize muscle outside of lifting weights, of course, and resistance training, is going to be to make sure you're getting 30 grams of protein in when you're breaking your fast. Whether that's breakfast or in the middle of the day that you're breaking your fast, try to make sure that you're getting 30 grams of protein at least This is going to make sure that you not only fuel those muscles, but also it helps with not bloating or causing inflammation with breaking your fast with something like carbs or refined sugar. Now, I personally like to coach my clients to also add fiber when you're breaking your fast. That's just going to have you having the best of both worlds. Fiber is going to be great for your digestion and your intestinal tract. So if you could get fiber in at least 5 to 10 minutes before you eat that protein, that would be even better. But if you're like, Coach T, I don't got time for that, then I would suggest fiber and protein. And if you just completely don't have time for any of that, definitely make sure you have at least 30 plus grams of protein when you're breaking your fast if you want to not only increase your fat loss potential, but increase your health, increase your muscle mass, and all in all, increase your body just being happy. 'Cause I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like fat loss is the truth. 'Cause I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like fasting is what we're gonna do. 'Cause I'm happy, 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 happy. All right, let's get to what y'all really came for, which is how exactly to fast with your cycle and how to fast post-menopausal. All right, this is where fasting is different from women to men. Men just have to worry about testosterone. They have a little bit of progesterone and estrogen, but not much. Testosterone is the forefront for men. But enough about men. This is about the ladies. Women have to deal with not only testosterone, but estrogen and progesterone. They all play significant roles. So we have to make sure that they're all balanced, they're all being nourished. It's crazy to even think that we weren't educated about this in school, which is another discussion for another day. Women's bodies are a lot more complex than men's body, even though most medical studies are done on men and not as much on women. And especially for my personal community as it relates to Black women, there's not a lot of studies that are done on our demographic. So we need to make sure even more that we're really taking control of our health so that we can live the healthy and wealthy life that we deserve. So for my women that have a cycle, for day 1 through 10, I want you guys to do 13 hours to 72 hours. During this time, we can do a longer fast because our bodies have a lot of estrogen, and so they're ready to go. We're ready for the longer fast. So you can try your 24, your 48, and your 72-hour fast through day 1 through 10. Now for day 11 to 15, I want my women on a cycle to stay between 13 and 15 hours of fasting. You don't need any more than that, and we're starting to kind of have a shift with our estrogen and progesterone, so we don't want to throw our hormones off in any way. 13 to 15 hour fast is all you need, especially for day 11 through 15. For day 16 through 19, we have another slight increase in estrogen, so you can push the fast a little bit longer from 13 to 72 hours again, but make sure that it's only in this day 16 to 19 range, because once we get to day 20, it's basically all downhill. And I'm sure we all know the dreaded luteal phase is downhill. It's going down, 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 down. All right, so day 20 all the way till you bleed. Ladies, forget about it, okay? No fasting. Let's just chill out on the fasting, okay? You don't need any fasting from day 20 to when you start your cycle. It's gonna be a lot of stress on your body. It's nothing to worry about. If you want the sweets, eat the sweets. I like to suggest dark chocolate before you go for the cinnamon roll, but trust me, I'm eating the cinnamon roll in this time. I just like to make sure that it's a dessert and I just don't eat it by itself, okay? Now let's move on to the women that have been asking me, Coach T, what about us? What about the 40 plus community? I got y'all. I love y'all so much. I'm here for y'all. This is how you should be fasting if you are postmenopausal. I love this method, and it's inspired by Dr. Mindy, which is the 5-1-1 fasting method. What this means is that for 5 days, you're going to fast for 13 to 17 hours. So I'm sure you already are familiar with the 16-8. The 16-8 is great. Like I've explained in previous videos, it's really important that you switch things up. Your body is really smart and it gets used to things and it goes into this stagnant state. So we want to switch things up for our body to continue to stay in that fat burning mode and work with us and not against us. Then I want you to do 1 day of a 24-hour fast. So we're gonna throw a long fast in there to kind of mix things up, kind of shake things up in your metabolic functioning. And for the last 1 day, I want you guys to not even worry about fasting. This is a great protocol to follow, especially if you're postmenopausal, because it still shakes up your body, but it doesn't put too much stress on your body with the longer fast. When it comes to when you do have a cycle, you wanna be careful with those longer fasts postmenopausal because of how unbalanced the hormones may be. So excited to hear about you guys' fat loss, especially with using these fasting tools. And now that you know exactly how to fast and you just want to know what meals to eat, I have the meals for the best hormonal health down below for only $5, and it's only going to be 50% off this week, so I'd go grab that. And if you want the meal plan, the nutrition plan, and the fasting plan, and all of my hacks in an ebook with the meals, then go ahead and grab that down below as well. You guys are going to love it, and it's for the lowest price that it'll ever be. I love you guys so much. I cannot believe how fast this community is growing. All I can say is I'm grateful that I can be a blessing to you guys as much as y'all are a blessing to me. If you have fully enjoyed this video, then you're definitely going to enjoy this one right here, where I talk about why night shift workers will not lose fat if they're not doing the things that I mentioned in that video. I'd love to hear in the comments how much fat you guys have lost with using these tips or any other tips that I've mentioned. I'll see you guys in the next video. And do not forget, you guys, I believe in you. Do you?